good evening, everybody. How you doing? I'd like to welcome y'all to the price action recap for April the 17th, 2023. Let me get my IG live going, and then we're gonna get into it. I was sitting out there looking at I've been watching this show called Messiah. It's good. It's good. I got caught up. I was like, oh man, let me get up. It's time to get on the tube. It's time to get on the tube. But I'm on. I think I just started episode 8 or 9. I only got like a couple more. 9. I think I just started episode 9. So I got like last 2 episodes. I've been going hard on it. Now, let's get into it, man. Welcome, everybody. I'd like to welcome you. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, hanging out with me. Spidey on the shirt today, y'all. Spidey on the wall back there, y'all. With Sweetie in the corner over there. She's right over there. Yeah, she's right over there. This first time hanging out, pulling up the Tim's Tidbits. If you're on the live or on the replay, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in, and I doubt if it is, but if it's not your first time tuning in, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty of the heartiest, well, thank yous for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. Why? Why do you pull up every day? I don't know, but I'm glad you do. Because if you didn't pull up, I'll be talking to myself right now, and that would be weird. Anyway, if you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day and talk to people like yourself in reference to the price action, dealing with the S&P 500. Why do I do this? Because I'm just some simple dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida that's trying to help somebody get their aha moment when it comes to trading, investing, and all things stock market. Yeah. I've been pretty much focusing on day trading futures lately because that's where my trading journey has shifted since the top of 2023. If you've been around here for a while, you know I said in 2023, I'm going to start focusing on my day trading journey. And I made a decision to focus primarily on the ES futures. But all the stuff I talk about deals with the concepts taught by Michael J. Huddleston, aka ICT, and you can use those concepts for trading futures, trading shares, long-term investing, short-term investing, swing trading, day trading, trading options. You can use those concepts for everything. That's why I get on here and share my understanding of his teachings to help someone like you, as I say, get your aha moment. And speaking of day trading futures, I'm not sponsored by Apex, but if you are interested in trying to get funded to trade futures through a prop firm, and you're going to go sign up, please use the link down there. It's an affiliate link for me. That link is a link to 50% off, but they're having a 90% off sale right now. So use that link and then change the coupon code to save 90 and save yourself 90% and get me a couple pennies in the process. I thank you. What's going on, everybody? Let's see who up in here. Here, learn and share. Of course, you up in here. Rhonda Green. What's up, Rhonda? Making the kids eat cake with the new headshot. That ain't no Ole Mills, baby. That's a real professional headshot. What's up, KC? Where the rest of the Sunshine Band? What's going on, Elizabeth Alston? What's going on, Elizabeth? Hey, let's go ahead and get into this price action because I want to get back to my show. I shared something in the Discord today, and it was just, I shared it on the big Twitter too. For anyone who missed the ICT, what's that? What's going on in the Discord? Anyone who missed the ICT space this weekend, okay, I'm gonna go check that out. 1 hour implied balance price range, see where the bodies of the candle stop. Okay, Toomey coming in with the hard hitting analytics over there. Right here. This is what I shared right there. Appreciate that, Toomey. Let me react to Toomey thing real. Hey, where's the okay? Let me react to Toomey thing right quick. Bo. React to Father of Legends right quick. Appreciate you. All right. I said, what's up, FC? What's going on? Bye, Felicia. What's happening, FC? Everyone, if you were a part of this morning's price action live stream, pat yourself on the freaking back. In the words of John Hannibal Smith, I love it when a plan comes together. You hear me? Who know who John Hannibal Smith is? Somebody put it in the chat if they know who John Hannibal Smith is, right? In the words of John Hannibal Smith, I love it when a plan comes together. Now, I shared this photograph. Look at this photograph. Every time it does, it makes me laugh. That's what somebody said. And what it's on Joey's head. I said, 18. You feel me? You feel me? 18. Here to learn the shit. I know you ain't say no. I know you ain't say no. 18. I pity the fool who said they don't know who John Hannibal Smith is. I said, just do the work. Let me say that again. Just do the work. One more time for the people in the whale in the back. Just do the work. What's up, Angela? What's going on, Angela? What's up, Robinson? Coming in, making noise. ICT took down the 2016 core membership videos. Is there a big difference between 2016 and 20? He took down the videos? ICT took down the videos? Say it isn't so. He said he wasn't going to never remove that. Did somebody piss him off? I see Tizzle. Let's go see. It's a huge. It's the 2016 mentorship and the 2022 mentorship is two total different things. The 2016 core content mentorship, that's all of his core content. The 2022 mentorship was just him giving you one model. Like he don't really give you all of the background of the core content in the, like 2022. He just give you one model to focus on. Playlist, multiple play. No, right there. 2016 premium ICT core content. 2016 premium ICT core content. Month. This is month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They all up there. Find the Superman. What are you talking? Get off my screen. Get off my screen. What are you talking about? I didn't trick. Man, I was in the middle of saying something. Find the Superman that came up here interrupting me with for nothing. All right. What do I mean by this? Right, Tim? We're looking at a chart. You got a bunch of gobbledygook on there, and it just says, shh, just do the work. Now, for those who wasn't privy to this morning's live, right? This morning, if y'all remember, we were looking at, this is the ES. These are 15-minute candles for anybody who care what the time frame is. This ain't about the time frame right now, right? What this is about is, right, we were looking at this price range here from this low down there to this high up here, right? Okay. Let me close the picture and I'm going to go to Trading View because I know it's going to be somebody in there. Michelle, Michelle, he'll learn, Michelle. FC. Somebody going to be like, Tim, we just listening. We can't see what. Can you say the level for me? Sounded like Jolene. Don't say here, say the level. Don't say here, say the level. So we was looking at the low from 41.38 to the high of 41.76 as the dealing range that we were looking at, right? The purple rectangle is the new week opening gap. All the green rectangles are different fair value gaps. This top one here is look like a 15-minute. I didn't mark what it actually was. That's a 15-minute. Yes, that is. That's a 15-minute. That's a 15-minute. That's 15 minutes. So the first three, the top three are 15-minute fair value gaps. The bottom one is a 5-minute fair value gap. They're all bissies because they're green, right? We have, I got a 1-minute fair value gap over here that I marked out later. I marked that out later that y'all wasn't privy to this morning. So ignore him, right? You all were privy to the buy side liquidity right there. Up there, you're privy to that buy side. You were privy to that buy side wave up there, and you're privy to the buy side wave down here. This is everything we talked about. The discussion was, right? I anticipate price to try to attack this buy side, right? Let me back that up. We anticipate price to attack this buy side up here, right? As long as we came down to these discount PD arrays, right? And meaning the one at equilibrium, the mean threshold of the order block, and the fair value gap. I mean, the consequent encroachment. I put the fair value gap in later on, right? Because this fair value gap lined up with the consequent encroachment of a 60-minute wick. So this 5-minute fair value gap, y'all wasn't privy to that, but I marked that out because it was coinciding with the consequent encroachment that we talked about at 41.50.75. We said if we get down to this consequent encroachment, we want to see a heavy rejection. And we were talking about it on the hourly time frame, right? So let's go up to the hourly time frame, right? Looking at the hourly time frame, right? When we got to that consequent encroachment, right? Heavy rejection. Heavy. Boom. Good sign. Right? Good sign. That told us right there, because we said we want to see this. So that's the probability that we are still on the right side. Right? That's the probability that we are still on the right side. We said if we didn't get heavy rejection from this consequent encroachment, then the attention would draw from the buy side to the sell side. There's the heavy rejection right there on the hourly candle. Heavy rejection. Right? Now, we got this 5-minute fair value gap that's inside there. Right? Let's go back down to the what was on 15 minutes. Yeah, I think it was on 15 minutes. Right? We dropped back down to 15 minutes. Now, peep what we got going on here on the 15-minute chart. Hey, I just saw this. Let's check this out. I just saw that. Didn't quite get there. Came close. Didn't quite. I was eyeballing it, but we came close. We didn't quite get there. Right? Didn't quite get there. I was checking the consequent encroachment on that 15-minute wick right there. Right? So we This was the rejection off of that hourly candle, because this is 11:30, right? We got down to it in 11:30, and then up until right there, up until 12. These three candles right there, these two candles right here make up that wick, make that rejection, because it closed there. That's that long wick right there. So then the 12 o'clock, well, this candle right here make up that wick. I'm sorry, that candle make up that wick. Then 12 o'clock opened up, and we opened here, pushed up, came down, and closed down here just below the consequent encroachment, right? Closed below, just below the consequent encroachment. Didn't take out that low yet, but look what happened next, right? Look what happened next. After we went up, came down, right? That hourly candle closed there. What happened on the next hourly candle? We dipped below that sell side liquidity. Pie! Yeah! All the way back up to where? The SIBI that we were watching in the beginning above this buy side liquidity. Remember, we were talking about the buy side liquidity, and we barely poked into that SIBI, and then we worked our way down, came down into a discount, right? Because we was like, hey, based off of this price leg, the discount is down here. This area needs to hold its ground for the bullishness to ensue. That's what we discussed. That's why I said, if you were on the live and you were tracking everything we talked about, pat yourself on the freaking back, because you saw it play out in price today. Today. Is there anybody who was on the live who was on the same sheet of music with us, but you don't understand what happened from 2 o'clock until, well, what happened from 11:30 to the end of the day? Is there anybody that was on the live this morning who was tracking with us, who, was right along with us, but then when it actually happened, you was like, wait, what just happened? Wait, look this crazy move. Where did this move come from? Why did we blast off like that? Is there anybody who's unclear about why this up move right here happened? Don't be ashamed. If you're unclear, say, I'm unclear, Tim. And then you can come on up and ask me a question verbally, so you ain't got to get Capitano trying to type out your whole question. What are you talking about, Father Legend? What you said? 2 p.m. macro is also the open of the 4-hour candle. Been paying heavy attention to the higher time frame. That higher time frames are so important. I'm glad you said that. Let's talk about that for a minute. I'm gonna leave that on the screen. I ain't gonna kick you off rudely later either. I'm gonna leave it on the screen. I'm glad Father Legend said that, right? While I'm waiting to see if anybody say, hey, I don't know where that move came from. It surprised the mess out of me. Let's go back. Let's go all the way up to, we're going to go all the way up to the monthly. Right? We're going to go all the way up to the monthly. Get in there, Fibonacci. What you still doing on my screen? What's that red? Oh, that's a candle. I'm like, what's that red thing on my screen? That's a candle. Okay. I'm going to go full screen on this, and then I'm going to go to the monthly, right? All right. We focusing on the last piece of Father Legend's statement. Been paying heavy attention to the higher time frames. All right. I'm so glad Father Legends brought that up. All right. The higher time frames are vitally important to any type of trading and investing. I don't care if you're a long-term trader, swing trader, day trader, scalper. The higher time frame narrative is vitally important to your decision making, right? For anybody who don't know, the higher time frame narrative, bias, whatever you want to call it, holds more weight on the movement of price, right? If you learn, I can only speak on the ICT concept, so that's what I'm saying. If anybody on here don't like ICT stuff, I ain't being an ICT fan. Replace ICT with whatever your trading concepts of choice is, right? When you know what the higher time frame bias and narrative is, you can then take the ICT concepts and decide if you want to go in and nibble out a little piece of it, or do you want to go in, take a bite, and leave something running for the longer move, right? And Tim, how do you do that? By knowing what the higher time frame bias is, right? And then once you understand and what do I mean by the higher time frame bias, right? Right? Looking at these monthly candles right here, right? This is where we are right now. We're in this month, right? We're in this month right now, right? Right there in this month right now. If anybody, thank you, Father Legends. If anybody, right, I ain't saying if, everybody in the chat, y'all already know how I get. If you don't participate, it pissed me off when you don't participate. So please participate. Looking at this chart right here, right? These are monthly candles, right? Y'all tell me if you believe, there's no wrong answers. Do you believe the draw on liquidity right now is buy side or sell side? What do you believe? If you believe it's buy side, put a 1 in the chat. If you believe it's sell side, put a 2 in the chat. Do you believe it's buy side or sell side? What is the draw on liquidity right now? What do you believe based off what price is showing you right now? Right? Do you believe the draw on liquidity is buy side or sell side? This is where we are right now. We're in this month right now. Let me take the lines off. This is the month that we're in right now. What do you think the draw is? Right? What's up, Valdez? When you slid up in here? We got 1 for buy side, 2 for buy. Hey, we need somebody keep count. Where the block button at? Somebody give me the block button. Buy side, how many people we got in here? 36. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I need at least 3 more people to vote. I need at least 3 more people to vote. I see 37, and we got, how many I said? 13, 14. 2 more. 2 more people. It ain't about the numbers. It's about the class participation. 2 more people. 2 more people. It's overwhelmingly tilted to the side of buy side. 2 more people. 1 more person. 1 more person. Let me go back and make sure ain't nobody trying to re-vote. Make sure ain't it. There you go. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for participating. It's overwhelming that everybody see that the draw on liquidity is buy side. It's overwhelming. Not saying that we're right. That's just what price is showing us, right? And for those who don't understand that it's not about that, it's just close to it. We're making this a teachable moment for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even the lazy people that's just guessing and copying off of other people's tests, right? I was just about to vote. And then look at Angela gonna put buy side in there. Oh no, you know what I'm saying? She ain't say that ain't for buy side. Y'all know what that is? Angela said, now y'all know there's some bull. Okay. So for the people that's just slap lazy, right? And for the people who's just learning, because I'm here for everybody. For the people who's just learning and you're really sincere about learning these concepts, right? This teachable moment is for you. For the people who you feel like you getting it, but you just ain't got that aha moment, this teachable moment for you, right? The people who just got it, this teachable moment for you, just like some comfort, just like some reassurance. And for the slap lazy people who just want to copy off other people's tests, this is for you too. So looking at this monthly candle, right? We came down here, right? We went up here and took out this buy side liquidity right there, right? Right. We took out that buy side liquidity right there. Right. I'm sorry if y'all can't hardly see that. Let me do it like this right here. I know it's kind of small and some people be looking at this stuff on their phones. So I'm going to make it big for the people who I'm try to blow it up some for the people who be looking at it on like smaller devices. I want to make it user friendly and accessible for everyone. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, so right, we came up here in February, right? February we came up and we took out December's buy side liquidity, right? We came up and you see we got heavy rejection after taking out December's buy side liquidity, right? After we got that heavy rejection, after running this monthly buy side liquidity, right? We closed down here. Then the next month we opened up, right? And then we came down. We came down and took out. Come on, click. Hot dog it. We came down and we took out January's sell side liquidity and got a heavy rejection off of January's sell side liquidity. And then we closed toward the top part of the candle, right? Since we got a bottom wick, since we have a top wick and we close toward the bottom, it's safe to assume that this month right here was a power of 3 month because we opened, went above the open, and closed near the low. Classic power of 3 without dissecting it, just looking at the candle. Classic power of 3, right? Then we opened, went below the open, and closed near the high. Classic power of 3, right? Classic power of 3. Now that we got this heavy rejection and we just took out sell side, right? What's the reasonable expectation to deliver to buy side, right? Why is that a reasonable expectation? Because history of the price section, history of the algorithm leans heavily toward after running liquidity and getting a heavy rejection, you typically deliver to opposing liquidity. Case in point, we ran buy side, got a heavy rejection, then we ran sell side. We ran buy side and delivered to sell side, right? How do you know the delivery was complete? Because we got a heavy rejection, right? My job is done here. I'm off to the races. Where are you going? To find more buy side. The most highly probable destination is more buy side. Right there. Last teachable moment for the evening. Now, continue the higher time frame narrative. That's what we was talking about. Going down to the daily. Now, we said on the monthly, everybody agreed that the draw on liquidity tie is to the buy side, right? From where we are right now on the monthly candles, we said the draw on liquidity is to the buy side. Boom, we got that. Now, coming down to the weekly candles and looking at what we got to go in zone. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the way. I'll leave them there. I'll leave them there because they can serve a purpose. Remember, they can always serve a purpose. Why? Because it's a PD array. What PD array is it? A previous high and a previous low. They can always serve a purpose. So I'm going to leave them there for right now, right? So on the weekly candles, what is price showing us? We think right now, by just looking at the monthly, we said, hey, the draw on liquidity is buy side. Now you start to drop down to either confirm or contradict your bias, right? So we drop down to the weekly, and looking at the weekly, I'm sorry, y'all, I got to put y'all on mute for a second. Sorry, IG. I had an issue right now. I had an issue just then. IG, y'all heard everything. Anyway, so Charlie, whoo. On the weekly is showing the same thing. The weekly is showing the draw as the buy side, right? Why is the weekly showing the draw as the buy side? Right? Why is the weekly showing the draw as the buy side? Can somebody tell why based off what we just said on the higher time frame? Right? Why is the weekly showing the draw as the buy side? On the monthly, we said it took out sell side, right? Had a heavy rejection, and the obvious the most probable destination is opposing buy side, right? What's the opposing buy side? That monthly high right over there, because we took out monthly sell side and had a heavy rejection, right? Don't nobody go in that. It's clear. It's clear now. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. So, all right, here we go. So, you see on the weekly, right? We came down, right? We took out, not only did we take out this weekly low and this weekly low, right? That weekly low right there, right, turned out to be a monthly low also. So we came down, got a heavy rejection of a weekly low right there and a monthly low. So once we get this heavy rejection here of the weekly low, so now on the weekly level, right, where's the most probable destination after taking out this weekly low, right? The of sell side, right? So now you're taking out a weekly low, right, at a monthly PD array, right? So you're coming to a monthly PD array as a low, and you just took out a weekly low also. So now if the monthly is rejecting this hard, right, you're expecting to go back to monthly buy side. In the process, you've just taken out weekly sell side. So where's the most probable destination for this weekly sell side? Weekly buy side, right? So for this weekly sell side that we just took out, right? We eventually made it up there. It took us 2 weeks to do it, right? Because we took it out here, heavy rejection. So it took us 2 weeks to do it, but we made it to that weekly buy side, right? We made it to that weekly buy side right there, right? Made it here to the weekly buy side. We took that out. Right? We made it to that weekly buy side. After taking out this. After taking out that weekly sell side right there. Right? After taking out that weekly sell side, we made it to the weekly buy side. That reassures or reinforces our monthly bias of taking out that monthly buy side right there. Right? I thought you go to the lower time frames to confirm or contradict your higher time frame bias. When you see an indication of it on the higher time frames, right? You see an indication of it on the higher time frames. The lower time frames, it's been playing out for a while, right? The lower time frames has been playing out for a while, and the lower you go, right, the farther back the initial confirmation was. But since the lower time frames don't carry as much weight as the higher time frames, before you can go all in with the risk capital, you have to let the higher time frame get to the point of, yeah, this is what I really want. But you can take the concepts and go in to the lower time frames and say, I'm gonna get a nibble today. I'm gonna get a nibble tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite and leave a piece on. Okay, I got that piece. Now I'm gonna take 2 bites and leave a piece on. Okay, I got that piece. Okay, now I'm ready to go in heavy, right? And it plays out through what the lower time frames are doing. So now we took the monthly, right? We took the weekly, got the rejection. Now the weekly, we're anticipating it to deliver to weekly buy side. It delivered to weekly buy side, right? That right here, you like, if it don't take out the buy side and it pull back to this weekly fair value gap, I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in, right? Why? Because you've came back and delivered to this weekly buy side after running this weekly sell side, but you still haven't gotten to the destination for the monthly people who went in. The monthly money went in here, and the monthly money want to get out there. The monthly money ain't gonna let it run this high without getting out of there, barring any like black swan event. Black swan events not in the picture, but the monthly money want to get out up here. So once this weekly giving you this confirmation, this is a, you know what I'm saying? Weekly is far higher than the daily, right? Right? But on the monthly, it hasn't happened yet. On the weekly, right? We broke this high. We delivered to the weekly 3 weeks ago. 1, 2, 3 weeks ago. We delivered on the weekly buy side, right? 3 weeks ago. But the monthly, it still ain't happened. When you start to see it on the higher time frames, the further down you go, the farther back the initial confirmation happened. Let's keep it moving down. Talking about the time frames, the importance of it, right? The bias, right? Now we're on daily candles, right? We're on daily candles here. Now, coming back over here to March 13th. March 13th, we came down, took out this daily sell side. Not only did it happen to be a daily sell side, it happened to be a weekly sell side. Not only did it happen to be a weekly sell side, it happened to be a monthly sell side. And then we got heavy rejection right there, right on the daily candles. Now that we take out this daily sell side, right, where do we anticipate price going to? We anticipate it going to the daily buy side, right? So here we are. What daily buy side do we expect to take out? Pick a day, any day, from this candle back this way. But the first one you start looking at is that one right there, right? The day that it happened, right? That's the first one you start looking at, right? First one you start looking at. Because the day, the lower you go, the more candles you're going to have to look at and think about and all of that right there. Because it's more detailed, right? It's more detailed, right? So, right, we're looking, came very close that day, right? Stop. Didn't get a chance to get there then. Came back down to where? Consequent encroachment of that wick. You know what I'm saying? Came down to consequent encroachment of that wick. Got a nice rejection. It did its job. Also, during that day, what did it do? It took out some more daily sales. Hey, I appreciate that, Tranisha. Shout out Tranisha, always pulling up with the hard hitting super chats. I appreciate that. Right? So it also took out some more sell side right there. But this is the sell side we're working off of. Why? Because that's the one with the big rejection, the huge rejection. We're still waiting on the delivery of this right here. What's this candle right here, Tim? That's just another opportunity. The lower down in the time frames you go, there's going to be more fluctuation in the price moves, right? There's going to be more fluctuation in the price moves. It's more volatility, if you will. That's why a lot of people get busted in the head. Like I was getting busted in the head a lot when I first started doing this because y'all remember in the beginning, I was like, man, I got to get my day trading legs together because this volatility, the price be moving like whap, 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 right? I'm used to the slower moves of the higher time frames, right? So just another opportunity to get long, right? How do you know it's just another opportunity to get long, Tim? Look at that rejection. Look at that rejection. Everybody who wanted to get long down here didn't get an opportunity to get long on this first dip. Them big boys be moving a lot. You know what I'm saying? The algo, you think about it. The algo takes everything from every side. Okay, you buying. Okay, you selling. Give me everything. It takes all these orders. The algo gets all these orders from everybody. And then it goes to the Fed and be like, hey, cash me out, homie. Here go my chips. Cash me out. They can't cash out just on that one day. No. They got to cash out over days. You know what I'm saying? And when do they cash out if they going long? Right? When do they cash out? They've been cashing out since here. They've been cashing out since here. You know what I'm saying? Getting long. They've been getting, especially when they got down here and once they, right here, when they took out that, get out of here, telemarketer. Right? When they came down here and took out that sell side right there, they getting long a little bit. Right? Came back down, took out this sell side over here. They getting long some more. This was like a telltale that they was getting long some more. See how long that wick was right there? Right? And then when they came down up under this monthly, this where the money was at, look at the size of that wick. That's when they was getting long for real. Right? But guess what? Everybody didn't get a chance to get in. So guess what it did? It came back down and let some more people in here. How you know? Because look at that wick. Look at some more people say, let me get in. I couldn't get it down there. Give it to me here. Right? Scaling in some more. Right? And then they went up there, delivered to the daily buy side. Right? Delivered to the daily buy side. Came back down. Some more people got in. They still ain't get everybody down there. Look at that wick. They still ain't man. I want a piece of this. Give me a piece. They scaling in. They scale because they can't get it all down here. They scaling in. Right? And then right here, what's this right here? What's that right there? That right there is your daily. That's your daily confirmation right there after running your liquidity. I don't have one. Okay, we're just gonna do it like this. Right? Boom. That's your daily right there. So the daily, right? The daily confirmation happened on March 21st. Right? The daily confirmation happened on March 21st. Right? The weekly confirmation happened on March 31st. Right? The weekly confirmation happened on March 31st. And the monthly still hasn't happened yet. When you see it on the higher time frames, right? And the lower time frame will start confirming it far before it happens on the higher time frame. That's why you have to be able to understand the concepts so when you start to see it, that's why you got to be prepared. This is all a part of being prepared of when you're going, like when people be like, when should I buy this or when should I sell that? This is a part of knowing when you should buy that and when you should sell that, right? This is a part of knowing that, knowing what the higher time frame. I appreciate Father Legend for bringing this up because I ain't really had nothing to talk about, and it's giving me a whole lot to talk about, right? Giving me a whole lot to talk about. On the monthly, we say, hey, the draw is there, right? It hasn't happened yet, right? It hasn't happened yet. On the weekly, right? On the weekly, that draw idea was reassured or reinforced, or let's say confirmed on this week right here, right? We know that week on the day it happened, it's the week of the 27th, but the day it happened was the 31st of March, right? The daily, right? The week of the 20th, right, was when it happened, when we got the confirmation on the daily, and we know the day to be, I think it was the 21st. Yes, the 21st. The day was the 21st when we got the confirmation on the daily, and it still hasn't happened on the monthly. And today is April the 17th. So the daily confirmation happened way back on the what I said, the 21st of March, the 21st of almost a month ago. The daily confirmation happened almost a month ago. Yes. Okay. The weekly confirmation happened a couple weeks ago on the 31st. And now you're like, okay, Tim, that's all fine and dandy. How did this help me now? Right? It helps you now because barring any black swan event that's going to make us die, now we know how to look at price and make a educated entry place, right? So we can look at what's going on with price. The higher time frame monthly biases, the draw is there, right? Right? The draw is there. That's what we, matter of fact, let's put it on this side over here. Let's put it on the left. All right. The draw is there, right? So looking at what price has done. We're looking at daily candles right here, right? Right. We already know on the monthly it ain't happened yet. So let's go back to the weekly. We going level by level. So on the weekly, right? On the weekly time frame, right? Looking at ignore all the goobly gop on the screen. Let me get the goobly gop out of the way, except for the draw. All right, the bottom two. Okay. All right. Looking at these weekly candles now, right? So looking at the weekly candles, right? We got internal buy side right here. We got internal buy side right there. I'm sorry, y'all, it's a little thin, right? And we got internal sell side right there on the weekly, right? Internal buy side, internal sell side, right? We have weekly busy right there. I hit breaker. Fair value gap. Weekly fair value gap right there. All right. Weekly consequent encroachment in the discount. So since I can't name that, I'm going to put array in there. I'm going to put where'd it go? Where'd my array go? There it is. Okay. CE. Oh, wait a minute. I got a template for this. Consequent encroachment wick discount right there. Weekly wick discount. And 41.19 even. All right. I get out of the way. Okay, so, and y'all probably can't see none of those. I know they thin. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I know sometimes I'll be looking at stuff. I'll be like, man, nobody can't see that little mess you got on that screen. And I'm out here with a little mess. Okay, so, right, on the weekly, right there. So, boom. On the weekly, you a weekly swing trader, right? And you like, okay, I want to make my entries. Shout out, Camp. Wait a minute. I remember that name. I thought you, and I remember that pretty little face. I thought you was a member. Well, welcome back. If you coming back, welcome back. If it's your first time, hey, I jollipods, but I remember that pretty little face right there, and I remember that name. But welcome. I thank you. So where was I? Oh yeah, you're a weekly. You're a swing trader on the weekly. You're on food, that daily stuff, right? Now, what do we say, right? When we take out weekly liquidity, right? We expect it to deliver to opposing liquidity, right? So now, this is the discount areas here on this week, right? We're coming out and we're attacking, right? We're attacking up. We're the bullishness is going ham, right? So if we come up here and we take out this buy side first without reaching the destination, right? We would be looking for a pullback into, right? This would be the first place we would be looking for, right? A reaction. Right there. You will be looking for a reaction right here. Give me an arrow. Right? If price continued up and took out this buy side without hitting that, right? You will be looking for a reaction back to here and see if we get a strong rejection there. If we didn't get a strong rejection there, then you'll be looking for the rejection there. You will be looking for the rejection there. And then when you get down to the imbalance here, you're looking for the rejection there to continue up at that buy side right there. But you want to watch for the rejection on the weekly, right? Where are you going to get that confirmation for the rejection on the weekly? Down on the daily. The daily is going to start giving you a clue of I'm ready to go back up, right? And then the day you're looking for the weekly rejection, but you're going to look for your entry on the daily. The daily is where your entry is going to be right now. Coming down to the daily, what are we looking at on the daily? Right now that we're looking at the daily, we see that here, right? All this area right here, right? All this area right here is a potential balanced price range, right? We giving it up to that high. That's a long wick. So you can, you know what I'm saying? You can look at like where the bodies are, right? Right here on this March. I mean, this March 22nd candle right here. It's a really long wick right there, right? So you want to keep that wick in mind. Let's change the color of this so that it don't look like one big blah, blah. Right? Let's go red with it, right? This long wick right there, you want to keep that wick in mind, but the bodies tell the story. The wicks do the damage, the body tell the story, right? So we offered buy side and sell side all throughout here, and then we left that area. We gone. We left that area, right? This is the candle when we left the area going, right? We got a long wick here. Now, this is the weekly imbalance right there, right? The weekly imbalance right there at the weekly breaking structure at a weekly breaker right there, right? This is the body of the breaker right there. We got a long wick. So remember the body of the breaker. So where does the body of the breaker put us in this weekly imbalance, right? Right in that weekly, let's just look at the body of the breaker, right? Looking at the body of the breaker, right? Let's get out of the way, right? And then we come in here and say, okay, let me get my mind together about this. So I'm just going to use the body of the breaker, and I want to look at mean threshold of that that breaker. Now I'm gonna move the red thing because there's too much junk on my screen. That's the mean threshold of that weekly of that breaker over there. It's a daily breaker. I'm sorry. So we got this daily breaker here, and the mean threshold of that daily breaker, right, is right above that long wick of that balanced price range I was saying, which puts us right there inside an imbalance of a daily BISI right there, right? So if you're looking for an entry off of this weekly imbalance, right, coming down, if you don't get a heavy reaction off of the weekly imbalance, now you know your daily downside risk. And then if we get all the way down there, this can be your viable pullback to attack those highs. But you have weekly levels, right, that you're watching. If we take out this buy side and start coming back down, right, we have a daily, right? We got a daily mitigation block. This high came down and didn't break a low. So we got a daily mitigation block right here at this sell side, right? That can be a rejection point, right? Come down here, we got like an implied fair value gap right there. We got a daily low right there. We got a consequent encroachment of a weekly wick right there at this potential order block, because it's right there next to this implied fair value gap right there. You got a lot of stuff on the daily that you can identify now as your potential radar alerts from your weekly analysis of wanting to attack that. Well, Tim, what if it just take off and take it without me? Well, you missed the trade back here somewhere. The market gonna give you another opportunity. And with that, we're at an hour and I yield my time. Y'all get the gist of it. Y'all get the gist of it. Everything that I just said, whatever time frame you trade, look at the higher time frame and then break it all the way down. And for those who don't know, that's how when I get on and I be like, hey, this is what I expect price to do. Attack this right here. This is my last line of defense. We've been on here for an hour. IG just told me I've been on here for an hour. This is my last line of defense right here. This is how I do it. I break it down and be like, hey, I'm still bullish or bearish until and if this doesn't fail, I'm looking at the other side. If this holds up, I'm still looking this way. If you're in the camp of liking to trade both ways, now you know, okay, I'm anticipating price to come down to here, to at least here. So if it gives me confirmation to go down there, I can start. But if you're going against the grain, you're just not going to put on your full leverage. You're just going to take little nibbles, right? Right? If you're going with the grain and you're getting the confirmation, you can go in. If you're getting the early confirmation, you go in with less leverage. You nibble, right? Just like that. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me for an hour. I am quite parched right now. Let me wet my whistle. Yep, it works. Do anybody got anything? Do anybody? I appreciate that, E-Rock. Hey, E-Rock, that's some pretty lipstick. My wife loved lipstick. My wife got more lipsticks. Me and the boys bought my wife a MAC lipstick thing. It looked like you flip it. Million lipsticks in there. And she still be out there buying lipsticks. She love lipstick. I like the way lipstick look on her too. I just hate the fact that it get on my lips. Like every time I be ready to go in and give her a good kiss, and I see the lipstick, and I be like, is Walt in here? Hey, Walt, is your mom in there? Open the door. Is your mom in there? Go in the room. Go in my room and get that lipstick thing that we bought your mama. The MAC thing. It's like red and pink. It's like pink and red and black. The one that the box fold all out. And she'll be sitting right over there by her vanity. Thank you for breaking it down so that it will forever be and it will forever be broke. Buy side, sell side, reversal. Exactly. Robinson always be talking about that. Yeah, this the thing that we bought her right here. Get off my screen, Robinson. I don't know. Oh, there it is. See, it like got a bunch of lipsticks in there, right? What's that? 3, 6, 9, 12. Like 12 lipsticks in here, and you like flip it for like make little shapes and stuff with it. Ooh. But this right here, we bought this right here. Now I don't know how to take it. Oh, there it is. It got little magnets in it too, right? But she still be in the. She got MAC lipstick. She got Fenty lipstick. She got lipsticks that ain't even like no like popular name brands. She just love lipstick. Oh, two of them. She got them somewhere because it's two of them missing right there. I had bought her some MAC lipstick one time. It was called Burning Love. It was like a red. It was called Burning Love, but that looks so fire on her lips. That's chilly. What that is right there? That's do they say donut? No, they say Dubonnet. Okay, that's a Dubonnet. That's a Dubonnet. What is it right here? Oh, this one here, real red. Oh, Robinson gonna. Oh, this right here. Robinson gonna like this right here. Y'all know Robinson got a man crush on me. Robinson gonna like this one here. Hold on, Rob. This for you, Robinson. How y'all put on lipstick? Huh? How y'all do this? I done messed up already. Hold on. This for Robinson. Hold on. I done messed up. How y'all do this? Hold on. How y'all do this, man? Charlie. Oh, man. Just look at that side. I can't get it. I can't get it. Hold on. There you go. Ah, there you go. Hold on. That's for Robinson. Hold on, Robinson. What is that? Man, I don't care. Hey, man. I don't care. I don't care about no recording. I need hey, what that? Bring me a paper towel. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Chop this up at yes. How to put on Duvernay. Well, I'm telling you, boy, I will make an ugly woman. I will make an ugly woman. Man. Hey, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Man. As always, I like to try to keep it light. And shout out to everybody who been reaching out to me and like, you know what I'm saying, letting me know that the stuff we do on a daily basis has really been helping them. I really appreciate that. I'm proud of y'all. Pat yourself on the back. You know what I'm saying? If you've been participating, when I ask for class participation, pat yourself on the back, man, because you are seeing it play out day by day by day by day. And it's one of the things where if you just stay consistent and you just believe in yourself, man, you can do this. It's not impossible. If I can do it, anybody can do it, man. I'm just some simple dude. I'm very book smart. I'm very book smart, right? But I'm just a simple dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. And if I can do this, anybody can do it. It don't take no special skills to do this. All you got to do is just pay attention and don't hesitate. When you see your setup coming, don't hesitate. Don't be afraid of losing, because the data shows that you're going to win more times than you lose, right? And even if you lost more times than you win, if you kept your risk management intact, you can still be profitable. But with these strategies, the data shows that you're going to win more times than you lose. So don't fear the losing, right? Anyway, wait for the memes. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in every day. As always, man, don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. What do I mean by that? Let your loved ones know that you love them today. Don't just say it. Don't just show it. Say it, show it, and confirm it, right? How do you do that? Opening up the lines of communication, right? You want to speak in the love language that they need to receive it. One of the worst things in the world is to show your love in the only way you know how, and they not receive it because you're not speaking their love language. Don't do that. Open up the lines of communication today, right? If your parents are still around, please, I beg of you, call them, let them know that they are appreciated. Let them know that you love them. Express it, show it, confirm it. Because one day, tomorrow is not going to come. It might be your tomorrow, it might be their tomorrow, but one day tomorrow is not going to come for somebody. And if you got unresolved issues, whoever's left here is going to have to live with that. And that's a pain you don't want to live with. Trust me, speaking from experience. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. I don't know about y'all, but I feel good. In the beginning of the year, we started out talking about trying to learn how to read this price action. I personally said I want to be able to read it just as good or better than Michael J. Huddleston. I feel good about the progress so far. I feel good about where we've come. It's been 4 short months so far. I say short because time is flying. It's been 4 short months, but I really feel good about our progress. I really feel good about each and every one of your futures when it comes to trading and investing, all things stock market, man. We're going to do great and wonderful things. We're going to build a new Wakanda together. You feel me? Hold up. Wait, I see some dissertations. I was about to hang up, man. Please screenshot this. Oh, you talking about me with the lipstick? Today, my analysis was on point, but the market wasn't kind to me, taking me out and letting me watch it go to my draw. Hey, it happens to the best of us. One thing you want to do with this right here, right? Go back and journal your trade and figure out what you missed as far as like, did you get in at a bad entry? Did you have poor stop placement? Go back and really break down the trade and learn from this. And don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't like take that hit, take that lump, and then just keep moving forward. But look into that trade and see what it was you could have done different to allow you to stay in that move. Because if you saw it and it went there, it's something that you missed that caused you to get stopped out and wasn't able to ride along with it, right? And then the second thing I add to that, if you didn't get stopped out at your full loss tolerance for the day, don't be afraid to get back in, right? Don't be afraid to get back in if you're not at your, and I know it's hard. It's hard. It took me a long time to be able to get stopped out in a trade and then be able to get right back in if the move allows me to get back in again. It took me a long time to learn how to do that. But if you trust the analysis and you're not at your max loss for the day, go back in at it. And if it stopped you out again, that's fine. Go through the trades and figure out because guess what? You were right because it went to where you thought it was going to go. Go back and analyze your trades to see what you missed, where the next time you could stay in the trade. For sure. One of the worst things in the world is a 50-year-old dude putting on this. Actually, that was the first time. Will allow you guys with followers to give free challenges to your followers. I don't do nothing with Forex, so that's cool though. Anybody that do, what's up, Zay? About to tap out, man. You missed it, man. Go back. I'm in here putting on lipstick and everything. But anybody that do Forex, y'all might want to check that out. I don't do nothing with Forex. Now MFF, I think that's my Forex funding or something like that. I don't do nothing with Forex. Don't know nothing about it. Help us out, man. I'm a simple Sudanese man living in Saudi. Let's some free fund accounts. Okay. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. She's Shaze. I'm that's all I'm gonna say right now. Man, you know how I do, man. I don't care, man. Hey, that's all I got, man. Again, Shazy, Sheezy, y'all already know. Somebody, oh yeah, I forgot I farted too. I farted too. Hey, somebody let hey, somebody let Shazy know what's right over there. Y'all let him know what's right over there. Hey, Tim Dog, what's up? Where the rest of the Wolf Pack? Hey, I already said y'all already know. Hey man, I already did the closing. I already said I'm proud of y'all. We done had a lot of fun. Hey man, Yeah, Zay, go run it back and watch the replay, man. It was I did a good breakdown of like top down analysis. Go, you know what I'm saying? It's a good top down analysis type thing. And I was just doing it, you know what I'm saying, using ICT lingo. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 9 for the overnight price. Action. I'm gone, man. Y'all enjoy your families, man. Enjoy dinner. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, hug your spouse, hug your kids, hug the dog, hug the cat even. I'll see y'all in the morning, man. I'm gone. Yeah.